Somebody is healing from some serious heartbreak right now. This feels like a really heavy betrayal. And when I say heavy, what I mean is like heavy within the heart center. Something that really hit you where it hurts the most. For some finding this could be love. For others, this is a betrayal in business, a betrayal of trust, whatever way you slice it, pun intended with all the swords energy that we have going on here. And I apologize for laughing. I'm not laughing at the situation by any means, because this is, whatever this is, whoever I'm reading for, as you're finding this reading, I feel as though you're still in a lot of pain. Even if you don't fully let on, even if you will only admit it to yourself, even if you only let yourself feel it late at night when nobody else is around, you are still in a lot of pain. Whatever this is, that wound, I almost said it still stings, but it more than stings, it burns. All right, but what Spirit wants you to know is that you are healing and you will continue to heal from this. And when you do, there is so much abundance waiting for you. There is joy waiting for you. You will feel joyful again. You will be able to trust again. If there's a financial loss involved in this, you will recuperate from that, right? Whatever this is, there are options that will show up in your reality when you are ready. And there's this incredible energy of self-sufficiency. Your guides are asking you to have hope. We've got Virgo energy here. We've also got Capricorn, so we got heavy earth energy. We've also got a lot of Libra here. So you may have been dealing with a Libra. You may be a Libra or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could simply be dealing with these Libran themes, particularly around integrity and justice. Some of you who are finding this person really hurt you, and you're feeling this urge to lash out, to not wait around for their karma to come back to them and to become that karma consciously. This is stooping to their level. That is playing their game. Okay, particularly if this is like a narcissistic type person that we're reading the energy on here. They're trying to get you to behave in that same way. And typically I feel like you've learned how to distance yourself, how to notice that, and to not be reactive in that way. But this person, like I said, they really hit you where it hurts the most. They really pulled the wool over your eyes, so to speak, in some regard. So you've kind of lost that perspective that prevents you from stooping to that level. So Spirit's sending me here to remind you, you are not that. You may have attracted that into your reality, but you are not that. And part of why you attracted this into your reality was to show you what you were not. And it's like a reminder of the importance of discernment, but not in a way of beating yourself up like you didn't recognize this person. Just like Spirit wants you to recognize how covert this energy can be. And to recognize that there's still something within you that needs healing. That's what drew this person, and that's what allowed this person access or entry to your field, to your life. For some of you guys, this is someone that you just can't quite get out of your life, that always seems to come back in. For somebody else, this was like a new person, a new situation here. All right? So it's time to heal that wound. Let the pain lead you to the wound. All right, follow the trail of blood is what Spirit is saying, like quite literally. Where are you bleeding from? Metaphorically speaking, hopefully for most people. Where are you bleeding from? Find the source of the bleeding. You find the source of the wound. And there's another level of healing that needs to occur. And when it does, like I said, there's going to be options. There's going to be possibilities. This is the Two of Pentacles. So it could be two options, two routes that you could go. For some, this is definitely, it's love, it's abundance, it's all the Venusian. This is Venus and Virgo, those Venus energies here. Definitely career, definitely money for some people. Spirit's saying shield yourself, shield your energy. Surround yourself in that loving protection. Not out of fear, but out of sovereignty. You know, some people in the spiritual community say that you shouldn't shield, that it's fear-based to shield. If you were going to war, would it be fear-based to put on armor? I don't think so. I think if you were going to war and you were literally battling somebody with swords and axes, you would want to have some armor on. It's not fear-based. That is, once again, discernment. Okay? On one level, we are everything, right? But on another level, in this particular experience, there is differentiation for the purpose of learning. There are many energies present on this planet and beyond within the multiverse that we do not want to mesh ourselves with. All right? It's levels. That's all. That's the only thing that's coming through to explain this is it's levels. When you see things from the highest level of understanding, that's beautiful. But there's multiple truths that are all relevant at once. That's what makes this experience so fascinating, right? Nothing can harm you, right? Unless you allow it. However, there's a lot of default forms of consent that we give for a lot of things that we don't realize we're giving consent to. All right, so take that consent back. Shield yourself. Surround yourself in that energy. The golden armor. Sometimes I put on the golden armor. It allows in what is for my highest good and keeps out all else. I keep really strong boundaries. We say to have strong boundaries with people in our lives, but we're not meant to have it with entities, with spirits. That doesn't make sense, does it? It's the same idea. Like, why, if, you know, like people who use that analogy, I don't know why I'm going off on this for a minute, but I feel like I need to. It's sort of like, well, why would I keep a boundary with, you know, the narcissistic ex? We're one, right? I shouldn't have any boundaries. That's the idea. That's the same kind of energy. It's like you're saying that when you say, I'm not going to shield myself, you know, against entities, against some of these darker energies, because we're all one. It's the same. It's like, think of it like if you were saying that, like that sounds ridiculous, right? Like I'm not going to have boundaries with the people in my life because I'm one with them. In a grander sense, you are. In this experience, there is a differentiation, and that exists for a purpose. So it's working with that energy. That's all I'm going to say about that. But like we said, we got the High Priestess on the bottom here. This is like deep spiritual insight. This is your spiritual power. On this particular High Priestess card, there's actually writing on the scroll. It says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mystery. And then what do we have underneath that? But the tree of life. These two cards together, this is occult power. This is mystical power. Whatever this painful situation was that you just went through, it was like a final initiation step into your power, should you so choose to take it. Should you so choose to heal that wound once and for all. That wound is a final access point that these energies, you know, talking about dark entities and things like that, these energies were using to access your field in order to try to pull you off your path. When you heal that wound, you heal their access point. You fully embrace your power. And then it's game over.